It all started back in the 70s when I first came to the Highlands. The magic for me initially was the landscape. There's such dramatic landscape, and I used to crave to go. The further north I went, the more dramatic the landscape appeared. And eventually I was lucky enough to start doing projects in the Highlands. The magic of it really, it just grew and grew as I experienced more, and I met more and more keepers and stalkers, gillies. It's all the surrounding stuff that interests me as well. It's the before and the after. Preparing to go to the hills, fascinating, and all the kit. Likewise, coming, lunch times are great because people, it's all this interaction. I mean, a lot of people who don't hunt and shoot and fish really miss the point often. I mean, a good day stalking it's just a fantastic day on the hill. They're intent on trying to cull the deer, but I've seen chaps come off the hill, they've spent a whole day, got absolutely soaked, they're absolutely knackered, and they haven't shot a stag because for various reasons it wasn't possible. And yet they've had a brilliant day, and just eating their piece on the hill is their lunch is just an experience. Almost always the other magic part of the hike is the weather. The Highland atmosphere and weather, 12 months of the year, is absolutely fantastic. The time of the year that I really like now, after these years of doing it, is probably the autumn. I always think of stalking time, really, is my favourite. The new book and the pictures that are in it now, to me, have really brought the story almost up to date to me. It's been a 20-year gap since we did the last book, and at that time it seemed to me I was documenting the end of an era, really, and possibly the demise in sporting estates. But in the last 20 years, things have happened. A lot's happened. There's new owners come in, new approaches to it. I'm against people tampering with things too much. I mean, at the moment there's this huge pursuance of replanting what people call the old Caledonian forest. But I think if the whole place becomes completely covered in trees, we're going to lose the wonderful landscape that we see. As a photographer, the landscape is fantastic, as it is at the moment. To me, I'm glad I was born at this time, I guess, to see it as it is. Without the owners and keepers, stalkers, gillies, everybody, I wouldn't have a book. I just hope it's summed up, really. For me, it's got over what my intentions were in the first place, really to document the thing. I really think it's so important to record these kind of lifestyles. But without a hell of a lot of people, it wouldn't have been possible. So I'm eternally grateful for everybody who's helped on this kind of journey. Everybody asked, is there a picture that you're really looking for? To me, it's the excitement of not really knowing what's out there. Most days throw up really interesting things that you couldn't even plan for. You get these happy moments or magic moments which you cannot predict, and to me it's just it's a privilege to be working in these environments.